escape. Well, it doesn't seem like I have to fight here or anything. At least not yet. So, this is the sacred sword Elsydeon. What? I hear a voice from somewhere. Ah, you have made it, Jazz Ashley. This is the place where the spirits of those who fought to protect Algo return to. Elsydeon is the sword sheltered by those spirits. Now, Chaz, you must take Elsydeon in your hands. Hey. I'm assuming these are pictures from the earlier Phantasy Star games. So you are Chaz, whom Rune selected. You were able to understand. Chaz, I entrust to you the care of Elsydeon. All of our thoughts are stored within that sword. We will all be with you, Chaz, always, so... Don't worry, leave it to me. I knew it. Elsydeon promised that it would give you power. There was no mistake in my judgment. Rune? Yes, let's go save Algo. Right. We're doing it for all life in Algo and to create a future that is truly free of terror. Future unbound at last from the evil of the past. For that I will fight. Chaz. Let's conquer, Chaz, for Algo. We have an emergency. Demi informs us that disaster has erupted on Motavia. Fucking cat girl. Chaz is the only thing she can fucking say. What a useless piece of shit. Alright, let's hurry to Motavia. Oh my, you were actually able to get your hands on that. Trust the Reverend 51 to be able to pick the one with the ability. Can I actually equip it? Elsydeon. Yes. I'm walking out of here because I don't want to accidentally miss anything. I guess nothing's happening here. You made it, Chaz. Raja, are you okay now? And Kyra, you're here too.
A minor sickness like that couldn't keep me in bed. Take me with you.
There's reassurance in numbers. Since I'm so reliable, I'll accompany you.
Raja and Kira, thank you. Can I... We have too many people, we can't make a 6-man group. We have to choose. Ooh, more. Han, Chris, Demi too. I wonder if Han and Chris and Demi are still at the level we left them, because at that point they would be worthless. Hey Jazz, you seem to have become stronger since we last met. I was scolded by Pana, but I came anyway.
The system is finally stabilized. Now I can go with you.
Everybody, thank you so much. Demi, what is this disaster you reported?
Well, a large hole suddenly opened north of Piata. The life forms around that hole are dying one after the other, but there's no gas or radiation emission coming from the hole.
There is no need to verify it. We knew as soon as we arrived in Motavia. It's all due to the black energy wave, and a pretty strong one at that. It's profound darkness. He finally opened the door from the upper dimension. Jazz, let's go. Isn't this the last battle?
Really, you guys need taking care of. I'll be your big sister and look after you.
Well, seeing that we're all here, I'd like all of you to go, but there are only 5 rings of stars to protect us from the power of the darkness. So that means we have to choose one person to take. Well, actually that makes sense. Usually it's just some kind of bullshit reason why the full group can't somehow contribute to things. Although that's gotten better in recent years, I think. Usually they give the extra guys some other things to do. Form a party. Let us look at these guys. Okay, we've been training. But we... Level 39, that's not bad. What exactly do you do though? Malay ring, Malay dagger, shields, and nail. That's defense is fine, attack is weak. Okay, you have healing, some status effect removal, some attack spells. Wall, sub-wall. What the fuck is wall? Press anti-duress from Panaris. Vision, astral, illuminat. I don't know. I don't want to take Han simply because I have no idea how to use Han. He's one of those. I think he seems to be the only guy with wall ability. That's could potentially be a combination move. I don't think he's bad, but he might be one of those that you need to know what the fuck you're doing. So we can just choose who's the 5th guy is. 42. Since we're sort of been taking a look at these guys, we might as well take a look at all of them. Leiko, Helm, Axe, and Mail. Good attack power, good defense. Bros. Pitiful tech abilities. Crash, Warcry, Sweeping. I'd say weak technical skills and techniques, but if you just want someone to basically do physical attacks, Grease seems like a good choice. But that's we already have that sort of character. Actually, we don't. Rika does a lot of useful things. Chaz can do useful things, and even Ren can do the barrier. So Grease is something even more simpler than they are. I'm not taking her. I have no idea what you can do. Let's take a look. I'm very likely to take the healer. Good attack power, good defense. Lego Gears, Sonic Buster, Lego Armor. No tech abilities. Recovery, Stasis Beam, Spark, Barrier, Medic. Bonan, Cover, Medic. Right, I probably would change Demi with Ren if I could. But as another android, I don't think so. No. Let's take Raja. Terrible attack, terrible defense. Revival, heal, group heal, status effect removals. That's about it though. Good skills on the attack front, I think. Blessing will boost, Holy Word will attack, Tyraxia will attack, Miracle probably boosts. No, Miracle I think might be a recovery skill. Did a heal or did something more? Thing is, I'm not comfortable with Rika being the healer. At the same time, we have a huge amount of healing items, so she could rely on those. We don't need Raja. Raja stats are shit. I mean, proper shit. His defense is horrible, 100. He's going to need an equipment overhaul. Whatever. I'm not gonna go after the profound darkness now. I'm gonna go to the Hunter's Guild. I'm not sure if this profound darkness is profound darkness anyway. I never could go to the Anger Tower, for example. And I don't know why. I played the game before, but it's been so long, I don't actually recall how the game ends. Like at all. Actually, there's gonna be some kind of a very typical boss fight, but I don't recall at all where the plot leaves our character, for example. Still Silver Soldier missing. But this is the group I want to stick with for the rest of the game, so I'm okay with doing this now.
There's a request from the village chief of Uzo via letter transmission. My 2 daughters have left the village and have not returned since. Please find out where they are. That is the message. The fee offered if you bring them home is an incredible 50,000 meseta. Quite a generous guy. You will need to cross the ocean for this job.
Uzo.
Uzo is a village on a desert island south of here.
Okay, have I been to Uzo? I know where the daughters are. They're in the jail, local jail. I have not. Excellent. South of here. Yeah, that's where they want me to go. But not for this mission. This is where we started. Where the fuck is that place? Ah, just leave me alone. Ah. Uzo.
This is the village Uzo on the planet Motavia.
Okay, that's... I always to tell what planet I am when I talk to strangers. This is a desert island. Until recently we built small ships and went to the mainland, but with the appearance of these mysterious monsters, I wouldn't want to try anymore. The village chief probably lives in one of the houses.
Just once I'd like to go to the mainland. I hear that there's a Moltavia Academy full of cultured people and a marketplace that sells everything.
No. You've been lied to. Moondew is the weaker one, Soldew is the stronger one, so Moondews we could get rid of all of them. Stardews and Soldews would be something we want to hold on to. Just minimal extra space so we can take on new items.
I haven't seen the village elder's 2 daughters recently. Wonder what has become of them.
I don't know. I haven't commissioned anybody from the Hunters Guild for anything. Huh?
told them not to do it, but my two daughters made a raft and they headed to the mainland to do some shopping at the market. But it's been a month now and there's no sign of them. I don't even know if they've made it safely to the mainland or not. My husband is so stubborn and obstinate. He carries on like that, but in truth he's even more worried than I. Please find our daughters for us.
That's an easy job. We'll just teleport there, teleport back. Do you know about the cloak called the Braid Mantle? It's light, but they say it has great protective powers. Our family has been a music-loving bunch for generations. One of our ancestors really loved playing the flute. Well, thanks for sharing this vital piece of information with me. Well, it's not their fault they're tedious people. I wonder if there are other little towns that I've missed. And this planet probably isn't the only place where I've missed them. The question becomes, do you want to spend effort trying to find out? I'm not sure I do, but at the same time I'm not exactly opposed to taking a look. Fair girls? Are you talking about those two?
We came from far away to do some shopping, but we got a little carried away. So much so that we couldn't pay for our rooms and we got caught. What? You have a request from my parents in Uzo, is that right? But there's a watchman standing guard all the time. There's no way I can go home.
Those sisters, they've got a 10-year sentence, so they say. Let them out? No way! Well, if you post their bail, I don't see why I can't let them out. The amount? Their bail's at 50,000 meseta. I'll pay it. Yeah. What? You post their bail? Oh, how magnanimous of you. Yep, payment received in full. I'll leave it unlocked, so go ahead and take them away.
What? You posted my bail?
Let's go, your parents are real worried. We'd better hurry back to Uzo. Thank you very much. Well done for bringing her back safely. I can't begin to tell you how grateful I am. I'll be sending your commission fee to the guild right away.
Apparently they went on an unlimited shopping spree and in the end left without paying their food and hotel bills. This is retribution for giving our daughters a sheltered upbringing and spoiling them too much. I'm sure they have learned their lesson. Thank you so very much.
10 years for that. That's harsh.
I know we've caused you trouble, but it was kind of fun.
Yeah, they learned their lesson. What exactly do I get from completing all these? I mean, I don't earn any money, I waste time, and in exchange I get what? Yeah, I feel cheated.
You didn't win, but you didn't lose anything either. Let it be, this once.
dying boy.
There is a request from Mr. Culvers of Torinko by letter transmission. My son has fallen ill. I would like to discuss a certain plan I have to deal with this matter. I will go into more detail after we meet. That is the message. The fee offered is 10,000 meseta. There will be a need to cross the ocean for this job. Will you take this job? Torinko, okay. South of Munson. Culbert Residence is the house furthest in the back.
Okay. New places, new places. Didn't it really even occur to me to go just explore for the fun of it? I guess it's I'm trying to avoid a lot of that random fights, so there's no guarantee that you'll find anything, so it could be a massive waste of time. What is this? Trinco.
This is the village of Torinko. It's a farming village famous for its terraced fields.
Okay. Furthest in the back. Not there.
Are you the hunters from the guild? My name is Culpris. My son has become ill, but actually the doctor said that he has been cured. But my son is convinced that he is going to die, that he can't be cured. It's one of those so-called psychological illnesses. Back in the days when there weren't many monsters, we used to take family trips to Turkey. We could only take him now, but that's not possible. We showed him something that is connected to Termi. It might get his strength back. Please, could you go and buy something from the gift shop? Fuck.
The village of Termi, where we used to take our family trips. My son took to the place greatly. He was especially delighted to see the statue of the heroine of the hill. He said even though she's a woman, she looks cool and he wants to be strong and conquer evil people too. Now this,
I think I have a wooden sword still.
wow, look at this. It's the Alice sword. That heroine we saw at Termi.
Ready? Now watch.
Cool.
This sword is built with the strength and courage of the heroine Alice. Here, it's for you. Now you get better.
Oh yes, thank you. I feel like I'm getting better already.
What a load of horseshit.
Oh, it's a miracle. My son has recovered. It's all thanks to you. You are the second hero. Thank you so much. I'll remit your fees to the guild.
Somehow it feels like this is below what a hunter skilled person should do. This is like getting go there and kill rats mission on a typical role-playing game. Yeah, it's a quest, but Jesus fuck, couldn't you come up with anything more interesting?
Oh, the fields are all eaten up.
Why are they eaten up? just trying to see if there are shops here. Item shop. Well, it could have some kind of interesting item. But it doesn't. I mean, there's no way you can get here earlier, so it's at least a potential that there could be something interesting in one of these places. I think we can do one more. It's amazing that even a toy sword like that could save a life.
That was a genuine hero's sword, that is, to that boy.
Man with twist.
This is a request from Mr. Sicrius of Torinko. We are at our wits' end due to a flock of birds who are eating up our terraced fields. Please exterminate them. That is the message. 20,000. The village, okay. The Sacris residence is in the middle of the village.
I like the details. I mean, the woman giving us the instructions doesn't just assume that we magically know where these places are. She's giving us fairly good direction, giving us a location we must have sort of visited already, and directions to where we need to go. Where in the city you can find the correct person and the like. Very minor thing, but very useful thing.
Are you the hunters from the guild? I'm Sicrius. You've heard that a strange flock of birds has been eating up these fields, right? Well, the fact is, I know the place where the head honcho bird is. What I want to ask you to do is exterminate the head honcho bird. That head honcho bird can be found in a cave northeast of here. I beg of you, get that bird, protect our fields.
This might be an actual adventure. Northeast. Yes. Rappy Cave, seriously? It sounds sort of jokey name to me. A bit concerned. Yeah. Show me what you've got. Raja is a big problem though. I have no fucking clue what to do with him. What does... I'm just going to just start testing his skills. I know what... Actually, I don't even know what a blessing does. Holy Word works against evil targets. It's an attack, but only works against them, so probably profound evil type opponents will be vulnerable to it. Normal creatures, no. Blessing is some kind of a buff. Novel eyes. Yeah, these are weak as shit. Yeah, like super weak. Let's see if I maybe don't have to kill them. Looking for the head honcho. I don't know if we even have to kill him, we just need to stop the flocks of birds. If killing is required, that's fine. I'm not too concerned about how we achieve these. I need to test Raja. What the fuck can he even do? Defense power up. So it's sort of a shield type of ability. Only words and attack. Ataraxia. I think this is an attack. Saint Fire is obviously an attack. But what type of attack this is? It's not, it's a heal. Okay, that's interesting. What the fuck is Miracle? It's another heal. Wait. I think Miracle is basically a full heal. The Araxia or something. I think that recovers technique points. I'll just confirm that. $273 TP. Right. So Raja is not only an amazing healer, he can also restore technique points. Something that I have not seen anyone else be able to do, and that's a massive thing. Because the big problem with especially some of the longer sites is that it's hard to get into at the end of it in good condition. However, Raja could basically, when we need the restoration, we can just fight a fight and we can restore most technique points. In an emergency situation, we can recover a little bit even during a fight. I mean a boss fight. So Russia just allows us to do a lot of things that we can't do otherwise. I'll wait the normal fights, go for the boss fight. Problem with Raja is he's a bit under-leveled at this point. So this is the boss bird, the block that's been eating up the fields. It's noticed us. Okay, let's go. Seriously. King Raptor. Let's take this at least half seriously. I don't see anything particularly interesting with this. He doesn't do too much damage, he takes a reasonable amount of damage. I don't see this being a proper boss fight for us. Damage he does isn't insignificant though. It's probably because Raja has terrible defense. Absolutely god awful. Hey, stop! Secrius,
Please let it go.
why? You're the very one who wanted to exterminate it.
Yes, that's very true. I'm sorry. Please forgive me.
What on earth is going on?
Okay, let me explain. Please forgive me. I've always been an animal lover. Recently I discovered a new breed of bird. I've been collecting those birds in this cave and rearing them, but eventually they multiplied and began looking for food. They came to Torinko and started to eat up the fields. That's when the villagers got mad and tried to exterminate the birds. Isn't that cruel? All the birds wanted was to find some food.
And why did you commission the guild to exterminate the boss bird?
Now don't get angry, hear me out. I knew that a head honcho had started to emerge amongst the birds, and that it was very powerful. I thought even a hunter from the guild would be no match for it. See, I thought it would serve as a good lesson if the hunter got beaten. That way I figured the villagers would stop being mean to the birds.
I know I probably shouldn't bitch about the motivations of people and logic in a game like this, but it's like, well, the people are worried about this, but if we make this thing more terrifying and fearful, then they will stop sort of worrying about it. That's nonsensical. Because now they're not just a threat to their food supply, they're just a genuine threat. I mean, proper combat capable people are not able to take care of them. So the people would be just fucking scared. Yeah. Well, whatever. So you wanted to use us?
But it was a gross miscalculation on my part. I had no idea you guys would be so strong. I'm really sorry. Just lock me up in prison or wherever you want.
Just get out of my sight.
What?
You heard me. Leave.
You'll forgive me. Thank you.
Jazz. Why are your lines the name of the protagonist? I can't say I don't understand him. Anyway, the boss bird has flown away somewhere. Well, the field shouldn't be in danger anymore. But won't they eat up some other field? We deal with that when we come to it. Now everybody, let's get out of here. I think that's a good approach. Basically, I think it's a good approach simply because if you start with the what ifs, there's no end to it. Doesn't mean that you shouldn't criticize people's plans and ideas, but at some point you're just going to have to make a decision. No matter what decision you make, there's going to be a downside to it, and there's always someone who can come with the what ifs. You don't know, you make your choices with either insufficient or inaccurate information, but it's sort of some level of a gamble always. Something can always go catastrophically wrong, but you can't exactly always make choices on the worst possible outcome.
What, you finished the job? That's strange. There's no word nor remittance of the fee from the requester. Is this one of those dirty rascals who won't pay up for services rendered? This is a major problem. We must take care of this immediately, since it also means saving face for the guild.
Wait, it's alright.
What? You really mean it? Well, if you say so.
There is not necessarily just one correct answer to everything.
Jazz!
Jesus fucking Christ, lady. If I could just get rid of her from this team, I would. Just because how she portrays herself in these conversations is so fucking useless. There's nothing wrong with her as a character otherwise. It's like she's the mandatory female of the group. Now what? Can't do the final mission yet, so there has to be something that still happens. I suppose I can go for the pit. I can't really think of anything else. Actually I can. Raja needs equipment upgrade. Almost anything will do. The Zollis is probably where the best equipment is that we can buy, so that's where we'll head. Now we can go to Rykros. We might be able to go to the Anger Tower now. It's worth a try at the very least. The towers aren't too long and it could be something truly extra for us. Hopefully new gear. At least level appropriate enemies too for Raja to level up. Surely there's a weapon shop here. Surely. He has to reflect robe. Shield is too heavy. But the stick he is using is totally worthless.
I have faith in you, Chas, Ashley. So you are the people who saved the Eclipse Torch. I'm glad you're here. The bishop awaits you.
But nothing new. Actually, there might be something. Mies had a disease, but some of the shops I think weren't open because of the disease. Now that it's cured, maybe they are. Green rod. Could paralyze, at least. What the fuck does your rod do? Guard rod, it's probably... no. Laker rod. Guard rod is better. Cycle 1 would at least increase mental powers. Okay, what shields are you using? Silver shield. Silver was in the earlier cities. I think. Yeah, the weaker versions, yeah. We want the weaker versions. Right. Defense still isn't anything amazing, but it's still 50 points more or less higher than it was, so now he probably won't die after every strike. Robe is still crap, and Circle isn't particularly good either. Now what? We could take a closer look at the locations here, but we still have things unlocked, otherwise we would be able to do all the Hunters Guild quests. I'm going to Raiko and basically try to see if I can go to the Hate Tower or not. But if the Hunters Guild mission is still something that we can't even try to do, then going down into the planet and into the hole cannot be the end of things. Something has to come after that. So what exactly goes wrong or happens that is unexpected? Might be better if I actually fight here because of Raja. We don't have to care too much about saving resources. We can always Maybe I should at least see if we can get into the hate tower first, then decide if we need to save resources or not. I'm just testing, does the holy word work on targets like these? Is Raja missing something? He has the region. We're seeing that. It's clearly a regeneration ability, but how the fuck does that work? He has all the necessary. He has revival, single target heals, group heals, as good as they get. His skills seem good enough too. Extra uses of miracle and ataraxia would be great, but I think Raja is also good enough.
Elsydeon is shining. A voice is reverberating in my head.
Hello, protectors of Algo. Anger Tower welcomes you gladly.
Well, at least we have something to do. How bad is it?
Dark Witch.
In testing, I don't expect the holy word to work on a target like this. Blade Ride and Hagenbeck. Yeah, these guys aren't exactly much of a threat. Soldu. Soldus are good. Region. Holy shit. It's incredibly expensive. Single target thing too. I don't see it being all that useful. I can see what it does, but I'm not all that impressed. Probably allow you to tank a little bit better, but the cost for that little bit better is massive. I suppose if you have a problem with keeping someone alive, the little couple of 20 points extra healing per turn you're gonna get might be enough just to get you through things, but I do not see that as a good option. Ooh. What? Alice? You're here on Rycross? Alice? Alice? Hey, answer me, Alice. Alice? Oh. Why are you the only one fighting? Alice. Yeah, I'm not doing this. Why are you so over dramatic? Who's that?
Well, well, Protector. What a weakling you are. So you wail and lament for something you know to be an illusion?
You were too stupid to know that that wasn't really Alice.
An illusion? Is that right? Your anger, your hatred, it's quite a show of your force of character. Would you like to be able to wholly transform those feelings into strength? Huh? There's a technique to transform emotions of anger and hatred into powers of destruction. Do you want to know about it?
No, it's not what a protector should do. Don't mess with me.
Why is that?
Even if I won using such a power, it would be meaningless. It would only make us the same as the darkness.
I see. You fought the illusion and yet you haven't lost sight of yourself. Alright, I shall trust you with the technique. Forbidden technique. Megid.
Megid? Forbidden technique? Fucking people. They either constantly just keep repeating each other's names or just repeat what the other guy just said. This is like a bad soap opera dialogue.
There's nothing to be afraid of. It's necessary to feel anger and hatred for humans to be human.
Oh,
There shouldn't be any danger that you will be corrupted by the power of Negate. Just don't forget your true self.
okay. Is it a skill? It's not a spell or a technique. I didn't know that you get what you would get from that, or how you're supposed to answer to it. Not like it was too tough to figure out. Because the two other towers are a test too, so it's not exactly out of... Oh, it is a spell. Just battle spell. Wonder how expensive it is. Chaz has sort of been worthless as far as techniques are concerned. It's not like his abilities are terrible, it's that usually you have someone can do it that can do it better, and the damage spells don't really do anything your physical attacks don't already do. So there's very little need for the technique points, but with Megi things might change. I don't know what it does though. I'm assuming it's basically a mega attack of some sort. Not sure if it's gonna be all that useful though. But it's more tools to change your resources into attack power. $30 points. It's not that bad. Well, double what the others are, so it's not like it's cheap or anything, but it's not that expensive. It'll probably combine with some things too, but it's just a... yeah, it's okay. I suppose the effectiveness is close to double what a normal spell is, so it's yeah, it's about twice as expensive, but it's also twice as powerful, so it's just a more effective way to use your technique points. It's fine, it's nothing amazing. Probably useful in boss fight type situations where you don't have the luxury of just waiting and waiting and waiting. You need to dish out as much damage as possible. I'm sort of looking at these skills, and I'm thinking, what use are some of them really? Especially a lot of the debuff skills sort of don't make sense to me. Because you can't really use them against bosses, and they're a waste of your turn to use against trash, because you can just kill them usually with 2 to 3 hits. So it doesn't make sense to debuff them first in exchange for what? Being able to kill them in 2 to 3 hits anyway. Guard mail. We have guard mail. We don't. Okay, Jazz gets a solid armor out of this. I think we're close to as well equipped as we're gonna get. We could have still missed something. I would say actually that it's very probable that we missed something. But I don't think it would be too important, that's the thing. Wouldn't have to worry about it too much. I think I'll just try to move the plot forward. At least so that it has to be the pit. I can't see anything else it could be. I'll go check the Hunter's Guild one last time. It's not gonna take much. Actually, there was one place. There were these I guess they're just ruins. Now I can't interact with them. Never mind. I doubt we've unlocked anything. I think it's the job listings are just basically some kind of measurement stick, more or less, of how much game you still have left. So this cannot be the end. But what the fuck is it then? Because everything sort of seems to indicate, yeah, this is gonna be it. So what's going to happen? And I don't actually have any places I need to go either. At least I don't see any. So we're in a situation where I don't really know what the deal is. There's a high probability that this isn't it, really. Right. These things here.